Penguin Random House Audio presents The 3-Minute Rule. Say less to get more from any pitch or presentation. This is the author, Brant Pinvidic. For my wife, Juliana, you've been through all of it. My neural pathways are accustomed to your inputs. And Kalis, Brianna, and Braden, the 3 better versions of me to be. Albert the Turkey, we miss you. Introduction. Every time you make a pitch, presentation, or proposal to try to influence anyone to do anything, your audience's first impression will be fully formed in less than 3 minutes. That yes or no is already in their heads. It's not your fault. It's just how people are. For the last 2 decades, the human attention span has been steadily decreasing. Now, a recent Microsoft study puts the average human attention span at 8.2 seconds. A goldfish is at 9. It's not that we're all dumbed down, mindless, distracted zombies, although if you have teenagers, you might disagree. It's actually just the opposite. In fact, people today focus more intensely and efficiently. The proliferation of technology and the ability to get unlimited information instantly have created hyper-savvy consumers. They have zero tolerance for long-winded explanations, exhaustive chatter, or linguistic sales tactics. They will tune you out in an 8.2-second instant. Audiences today simply want information. They want it quick, clear, and concise. It doesn't matter if you're presenting to the board of directors of a major research hospital or the PTA of a local high school. The reality will be smacking you right in the face. I'm betting you've already been feeling it. I know I have. We're all in the same boat. To succeed, you must be able to capture and hold your audience's attention with only the quality and flow of your information, long enough to take them through that initial decision-making process. They must conceptualize your idea, contextualize how it will benefit them, and then actualize it with potential engagement or further interest. You have about 3 minutes. And so do I. A typical introduction to a business book can be more than 14 pages long. Yet most readers decide if they're going to read a new book in the first 6 pages or less, which, no surprise, takes about 3 minutes to read. So before we get to anything else, the only thing that matters is I get you enthusiastic enough to listen past these first 3 minutes. Here we go. This book is a step-by-step guide that will show you how to simplify your message by strategically condensing your business, product, or service down to the most valuable and compelling elements. Then, using high-level Hollywood storytelling techniques, you'll learn how to convey those elements in a concise and convincing fashion. This system is based on the core principles behind the 3-minute rule. Everything of value about your company, idea, product, or service can and must be conveyed clearly, concisely, and accurately in 3 minutes or less. In the first 3 minutes, you need to vividly illustrate the most valuable elements of your proposal, capture and maintain your audience's attention, and most important, create engagement. By following this rule, you'll be able to say less and get more from every pitch or presentation. I'm not talking about an elevator pitch. Serious meetings, real business, and effective communication take longer and require more fine-tuning than blurting out a few catchy phrases in an elevator. This is about delivering your most valuable information in the most compelling way to ensure further engagement. 3 minutes is not just a time frame to condense your information. It's based on the science of approach motivation, the study of why consumers are driven to engage. The science says if you can maintain their focus, you can create their desire. You need 3 minutes. Simplicity is power. Clarity is compelling. Information is value. The key is to separate everything you want to say from what needs to be said. This audiobook will tell you exactly how to do that. The process for creating and delivering the most effective and impactful 3 minutes is a 2-step system, keeping in mind that the rest of this audiobook is going to explain and flesh out each of these concepts. Step 1. Simplify and condense information to only the most compelling, valuable, and necessary elements. Create a point-by-point path that guides the audience through this information, building to the desired conclusion. Step 2. Connect these elements with entertaining and narrative story devices that capture and maintain the audience's attention and expand it for a full 3 minutes. Focus the audience's attention in order to create desire for your objective. By using these 2 steps as detailed throughout this audiobook, you'll be able to deliver the most powerful and effective version of your message and ensure that what you need to say gets heard and understood. Throughout, you'll discover how to use surefire Hollywood storytelling techniques to transform a basic pitch into a highly efficient, engaging story. Deliver information in digestible pieces that lead your audience to draw the right conclusions. Make the first 3 minutes the most impactful and effective moments of your presentation so you can earn a chance to go further. And weave your elements into an entertaining story so that you're saying less and delivering more. Whether you're a consultant, account executive, fast food restaurant manager, personal trainer, or general contractor, you'll be able to use the guiding principles in this audiobook to convey your ideas to others in the most efficient and effective way possible. You'll be able to use it in all facets of your life, and you'll be able to do it fast. The forthcoming chapters lay out the 4-step WHAC, W-H-A-C, process, a powerful guide that helps identify, evaluate, and order the most important elements of your presentation. By answering the 4 WHAC questions, what is it? How does it work? Are you sure? Can you do it? You will weave your most crucial points into a compelling narrative structure and discover how to use the power of storytelling in any setting at any level. We're going to start with breaking down your pitch or presentation into a bullet point format, then expand those points into core statements of value. Then we'll connect them using some of the most effective and powerful Hollywood storytelling techniques. You'll follow along as we craft a full 3-minute pitch from scratch. I'll even show you exactly how to effectively open and close any pitch, presentation, or meeting. Along the way, you'll meet Vince McMahon, John Bon Jovi, Jimmy Fallon, Cameron Diaz, dozens of fluffy bunny rabbits, plumbers, oil prospectors, people setting up Airbnbs for horses, and more than one befuddled CEO. Learn what a butt funnel is, discover that Freebird isn't just a song, attend a 43-person decision-making meeting, take the fire alarm and telephone tests, come to love Post-it notes and loathe PowerPoint, and find the hook and edge of your story. This book comes out of my 2 decades of experience as a Hollywood producer and top-level C-suite coach and presentation consultant. I've been involved in nearly 10,000 pitches, and by using this system, I've sold more than 300 TV and movie projects to more than 40 different TV networks and distributors. In 3 minutes each, I've sold TV shows like Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition, Bar Rescue, and have grossed nearly $1 billion in revenue. But my methods don't just work for Hollywood. Over the last 5 years, I've dedicated my life to helping people like you by teaching the art of pitching, presenting, and selling no matter what they're trying to sell. I've successfully taught these principles to hundreds, from Fortune 100 CEOs to PTA presidents. These methods have helped plumbers sell home restoration systems, lawyers win cases, and oil drillers sell stock. It's easier than you fear, and it takes less work than you're doing now. You will be saying less, and I promise you, you'll be getting much, much more. I could go on for many, many more minutes about what this audiobook will do for you and how it's going to do it. But it wouldn't help. You've most likely already decided if you're going to listen further. That's why the first 3 minutes of any pitch, presentation, proposal, or book intro are so crucial. Never lose someone in the first 3 minutes again. Let's get started. Chapter 1, The 3-Minute Rule. Let's begin by dispelling some of the most common misconceptions about the pitching and presenting process. This foundation of understanding will help you build your most effective first 3 minutes. Misconception number 1. Your presentation needs flair, pageantry, and creative language to cut through the clutter and get noticed. It's the exact opposite. When I help people with their presentations, the first question I ask is, with all these slides and all this information and all the jokes and all the quotes from famous people, what are you trying to do with this pitch or presentation? The response is usually about their final objective and involves their ultimate goal of, say, increasing sales to a certain level to sell the company. I tell them to think smaller and simplify. They give me a monthly sales goal. I say smaller and simpler. This dance goes on until they're out of answers. This
Sample complete. Ready to continue?